It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
A 3-yard.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Bradley Roby on the tackle.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 20.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete to number 18.
A.J. Green with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, here's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll hand it now to Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
49-yard line.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Watson trying to lay one up deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Watson. Off to Geis on the screen. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. The 1st carry now. This is Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
And goal.
A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line.
They'll come out in the pistol. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Burrow on play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
To number 83.
Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
15-yard line.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. Now it's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
14. Texans.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Here's Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle.
Watson's pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
That's good.
They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Watson sacked.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Geis trying to get to the outside. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Formation for the Texans.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Joe Mixon. He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Ball carrier. Brennan Scarlett brought him down.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Burrow on 3rd down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
And a Bengal 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From midfield now, Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Garyon Conley. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Going deep here for Stills. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again is Watson. Going deep here for Stills. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
5 yards.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun to give to Mixon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball carrier.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Bengals.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down. Mixon, and not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Being chased out. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Watson's pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that, Tote.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Watson now to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football, Doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. To throw is Watson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
It's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt. 3-yard return, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
The Bengal ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He may try and run for this. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Bengals.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And, oh, he coughed it up, and the Texans scoop it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells, but it'll be second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Now a give running left is Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Geis on a handoff left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Geis, they'll try to run it. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Going deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26.
To John Ross.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards.
Down Cincinnati.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
And 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
From his end zone, Watson on 3rd and long. Open man, the tight end fails. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll try and burn some clock with Geis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. 72 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the ground, Geis. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. They missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Texans 26, Bengals 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Brings up
a lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. On the right side, caught by Green. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down. Here's Burrow. Oh, that was dangerous. Thrown into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Going for it on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Gareon Conley. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bread until we all got them buckets. Yeah, the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
John Ross.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll hand it now to Geis. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Texans, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.